wherever you are, however you are, whenever you are. I hope all is well. Welcome to another ASMR video, where in today's video I am going to show you my fragrance collection. And before I start, I have been collecting fragrances for, I'm going to say, 2 years, maybe 3 at a push. Like, properly collecting. You can never go wrong with smelling good. I mean, basic hygiene does help, but that's just a nice little add, like, you know, a nice little compliment here or there does also boost the ego and the confidence. And, you know, you wear what you want. You know, a quick, like, PSA before I get into fragrances. No matter, like, fragrances, regardless of what the label says, like male, female, unisex, wear what you want. Like, regardless of who says, you know, oh, that's, you're a male, you're a female, you should be wearing this, that. If you like the smell of it and you want to wear it, that's no one's problem but your own. So, do with it what you will. Like, all of these fragrances, most of them are male, and I do have unisex fragrances, but that's because that's what I like. I also like a few female fragrances, and you cannot go wrong. But I'm gonna shut up and stop rambling and get into the collection when it comes to fragrances. We're gonna start off with what I may be wrong, that I would classify as winter scents or colder month scents. Before I do get into these, just to clarify, if you are spending any form of money on a fragrance, do not limit yourself to the time of day, year, the weather. If you want to wear it, wear it. Because there's a lot of scrutiny in the fragrance community of how and where and when you should wear a fragrance. No, you do not spend 20, 30, hundreds of pounds, regardless of how much you can afford, on a fragrance to wear it only at certain times of the year. And if some of you don't know, fragrances last for years, because as they age like wine. They do something called macerate, which basically means that you like spray some in the cap, or you spray it so it's being used, and as that sits over time, not in the sun, by the way, in like a dark corner out of the way, it's like a potion, but just gets stronger basically. So I will get started. So one of the top fragrances that I think are quote unquote blind buy, like you can buy this and like it, is this fragrance here, Stronger With You Intensely, which to my nose is, people have described it as Christmas in a bottle. I don't have the notes or anything with me, but I'm just going to go off what my nose says. As you can tell, there's quite a bit of a dent, and it's quite like spicy, warm, like it's cozy. Like, if, for example, if you've got a partner, you wore that on your partner, or whoever, it's very inviting. It feels like a cuddle in a bottle. I don't know how well I'm selling you on that, but I couldn't recommend that more. Like, as soon as like late September hits, that is gorgeous. Same with all of these, but whenever you want. So we have another one similar to this one, Spice Bomb Extreme. This is basically if you took that previous fragrance, pushed up with tons of spice, and that's what you get. It's basically a very warm, very spicy, like it's not hot spicy, it's like mix all the Christmassy scents, like the spices in one mixed with the fragrance, and there you go, Spice Bomb Extreme. It's these two for me were both blind buys, and I love them, so I can't recommend them all. Basically, obviously, do with that as you will, but those are my recommendations. Another dupe that I have in my collection, it's a bit bad up, but Liquid Brown. This one is classified as a gourmand, which, if you don't know, basically means edible. It almost on someone, like you could eat them, basically, as weird as that sounds. Like, it's a delicious, like, again, warm, like, it's like a warm dessert. Like, it's a bit chocolatey, a bit slightly spicy, like, oh, it's gorgeous. Like, I need to get a whiff just to be sure that I'm talking correctly. Yeah, it's very, like, spicy, warm caramel chocolate. It's almost like if you warmed an ice cream up. That's how this bottle smells. Similar to that, which has a name, is this gold bottle, which is a limited edition replica by the fireplace, which is exactly what it sounds. There's a brand by Mason Margiela who creates scents that basically evoke a memory. So you could imagine being sat by the fire with like chocolate, or like a gorgeous cup of like spiced tea or coffee, like a chai latte in a bottle almost. Like, it's smoky. It's to me, when I first smelt this, if you can imagine pencil shavings, but like how it's weirdly nice, if you mix that in with a lot of gorgeous, delicious, like fiery smells, that's what it smells of. It's not for everyone's taste, but it is unique, and I like to wear it in the winter months, especially December, as it's in that, like, it should be for warm men. I have two more in this category. I have a few more, which could be, but here or there. This is a recent purchase. Dior Fahrenheit, the parfum. So, the story behind this one is I got a sample. I ordered a sample online, and it was gorgeous. It was just delicious. Like, it just smelled unreal. And I ordered this thinking it was the sample, but as I've come to realise, I feel like the samplers have either put the wrong fragrance in the bottle, or something as dodgy's went on, because ever since I've got this, those two the sample and this bottle does not match up to the fragrances. They smell similar, but this one is, if you've ever smelled the original Fahrenheit, it's basically the original Fahrenheit mixed with like a leather, like it's like an older, pushed up, age-wise gentleman smell. Like, it's a bit more mature, and as someone who's 23, I can wear this, but this is something I would, see on someone who's at least twice my age, maybe even 10 years older, but that does not mean this is not a bad fragrance. It is quite a nice fragrance. But yes, again, another cold month's winter smell. And lastly, which is another new purchase, which compliment magnet so far. I know people give people, a bad stitch for that, but I have had so many compliments at work when I wear this. Sauvage Elixir. The original Sauvage is a bit redundant because that many people own it. Not many people own this though. It's still has the elements and the DNA of the original Sauvage, but it's just a more dense, heavy, and it lasts forever. And you only need a small bottle of it, like that's only like 50-60 milliliters. It's all you need. It is a gorgeous, like, manly, masculine smell. I could see this on my partner, I could see it on myself. It is gorgeous. For me, if you like Sauvage and that DNA, blind buy this. It is expensive. If you can afford it, get it. I promise you won't be disappointed. But yes, that is my colder winter month recommendations that definitely are worth the money. Up next are just general recommendations. The reason why I recommended those ones before was because we have winter coming up, and I just thought, get ahead, get them in while you can, because usually as soon as winter hits, those prices do this. So yes, I have quite a few winter fragrances in my collection, rather than I do other things. Like, I don't have a lot of summer in my collection, which crazy, especially now we're in mid-July, but it's just what appeals to my nose and what lasts the longest for me. But I have quite a few here, so let's get started. So we're going to start with what I would classify as an absolute banger of a fragrance, and it's a dupe of, I believe, Creed Venus Absolute Afghan Supremacy Collector's Edition. And this, in my opinion, is one of the best affordable dupe fragrances ever. It is absolutely incredible. It's masculine, it's pineapple-y, it's not like that fruity sweet pineapple, it's like a musky, dense, masculine pineapple. And it like with Sauvage, it gets so many compliments because it is of that Creed DNA, and it's, again, this was a blind buy. Do not regret it. It's an incredible fragrance, and if you can get your hands on it, get it. Next, Prada Luna Rosa Black. I smelt this in a Boots and immediately fell in love. The hype for myself has gone down a bit, but it is a very clean, masculine, very irisy, which is like powdery fragrance. It's like, to me, manly baby powder, which in my opinion, clean, can't go wrong with Prada Black. And of course, I mean, as much as I do recommend blind buying as well, please try and sample before if you can. Valentino Coral Fantasy is another blind buy for me, which I had to kind of force myself to like at first, not because it's a vile fragrance, it's because it wasn't my DNA at first, but as it sat in the bottle and on the skin, I've had compliments, I've gotten used to it. It's a very apple heavy, manly fragrance. I'm going to use that word a lot, but it's nice. It's like a fresh, manly apple, in my opinion. It's nice. I do have better scents for me in my collection, but the DNA for some people of this kills. So go out and test. If you like it, buy it. Great. But sometimes blind buying is not the way. This was one I did sample in a shop. Gucci Gilly Elixir. say manly, it's quite unisex. Like, anyone can get away with this fragrance. Like the stereotype of male and female. It's like, it's very clean, like refreshing, floral fragrance. It can be cloying sometimes, like dense in the nostrils. But like I say, most of my fragrances I have received compliments on, and I would not recommend them if otherwise. So yeah, go test it. Gucci really never misses with their fragrances. Go test this one. And these next 4 that I have are everyday wears, in my opinion, because I just wear them that much. Versace Dylan Blue. As in the name, it's a clean, fresh blue fragrance, which means it's like a shower gel type of scent, like chucking on after a shower. You can just do that with your day. So, yeah. I can't describe it any other way. It's literally just fresh male shower gel in a bottle that also works well and projects long, lasts long. You can't go wrong. And on that similar note, Invictus Platinum is very much similar to Versace Dylan Blue, as it's that shower gel type fragrance. This one, to me, it's more bright, fresh, and it's like a bit more airy. I'm not saying the fragrance is diluted, but to my nose, it's less dense. Definitely recommend if you just everyday wear, go out the house, sorted. Even in the car, boom, chuck it on, smell delish. Second to last, another great one of my collection. Carolina Herrera 212 VIP Black. A long name, I know. But I smelled this on someone when I was at work, and I had to buy it. They smelled incredible. Again, shower gel, delish, can't go wrong. Clean every day. With the dent I've put in it, like from the top, yes, gorgeous. And last but not least, the Beast de Resistance in my collection. My favourite fragrance so far. YSL Myself Le Parfum version is, in my opinion, one of the best male fragrances of all time. It's very heavy on orange blossom, which is deliciously floral, but it's not like a feminine floral, which I know some men obviously don't just want to smell like that. It is a male fragrance, but it's clean. As people say, it's day and night worthy. Like, that will like seal the deal, shall we say, when it comes to going out on dates. Like, smelling good, great, but that blows me away. And I love smelling like I've had so many compliments with that fragrance. It's delicious. But yeah, with all these, please sample, please look up the notes as well. Do your research like I do with these fragrances, because some notes that you think you don't like, you might love. But yes, that is all my recommendations in my collection so far. More videos to come. Enjoy the rest of your night.